na iko sawa. No. But me hata si support Buju. Mi niko hapa hivi, right? Yeah. Buju spoke about Afrobeats. As an artist, mi ongori nimeondokea. Me too, as according to Donidi, Buju was not talking to me. You know why? Because Afrobeats took this thing and they ran away with it. Yeah. Specifically, wa Nigeria. Yeah. Wa Nigeria walichukua kitu na wakakimbia nayo, and hao ndio wanaonekana like they lead the Africa, right?
Yeah. Correct.
Africa has a lot of diverse genres. That's why Buju might be ignorant. He might not know about these genres.
So if Afrobeat is the one that's giving them this avenue, then that's the avenue that they're going to stick with. Now, expecting everybody who's coming out with a song to have a message, and yet somebody came into this industry to make money, and that thing to make money with is shaking your bomb bomb, then guess what? Everybody's going to be shaking their bomb bomb.
Yeah.
So you know it's interesting about Buju and the side of the coin that you guys gave, or the way you looked at it, or the way you had the interview. For me, the way I took it as an artist who has been overtaken by events and overtaken by time, coming in to, remove his whip and start whipping it. That's how I took it. So for me, I look at Buju and say, okay, all the stuff you've done before is great, but right now, that the conscious music that you're talking about, or that the consciousness, reggae music has also changed. It's not what it used to be. And then the people who are listening to that conscious music, they're not the now generation. That's not the music that they want to listen to. They want to listen to music which is happy, feel happy, you're shaking, you're bomb, you're twerking, you're doing whatever you're doing, and whatever format that is, that's what they're going to take. So if Afrobeat is the one that's giving them this avenue, then that's the avenue that they're going to stick with. Now, expecting everybody who's coming out with a song to have a message, and yet somebody came into this industry to make money, and that thing to make money with is shaking your bomb bomb, then guess what? Everybody's going to be shaking their bomb bomb. But I'll go back to him and say, for him, if this is something that he said, okay, I as Buju, I'm an artist and I want to stick with this agenda, I want to be heading in this direction, then he needs to stick on that path. But coming out and calling guys out and saying, okay, you know what, I don't think that you guys are doing good, or what you're doing is bad, Afrobeat sucks, this and that. Just because you've been in the industry, in the reggae industry, and just like you said, he doesn't know who the people from the other countries who are doing the conscious music, or like especially like in Kenya, guys like in Kalamashaka who've been doing stuff. What's his name? The guy
Kitusua.
What's this guy from Coast?
Cannibal.
Kalamoto.
Yes.
Oh, Kalamoto Kiumbe.
KLN. And he just released an album anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, so we have tons of guys like that. Tons of guys like that in Kenya. Yes.
How many Kenyans know those people?
No, we have Kenyans who know those people, but this is not about Kenyans knowing people. We are talking about Buju and his criticism coming in. And to me, I'm just saying that he has been overtaken by events because of where the music he came in with is, and where it was left, and where it's headed. And the industry that's there, whether there's new people who are coming in or the old generation, they're the ones who need to bridge that gap and bring themselves back on track. Last hivyo, they'll be finding chaps in Jamaica at a hang, and coolering banner boat.
But then, almost hold on a minute.
When the journalist stop, I like you know why you're a journalist, umechukua point ingine, like sio lazima tu agree hapa, sijui si what tuseme Buju uko sawa, unapatia na point yako na iko sawa. But me hata si support Buju. Mi niko hapa hivi, right? Buju spoke about Afrobeats. As an artist, mi ongori nimeondokea. Me too, as according to Donidi, Buju was not talking to me. You know why? Because Afrobeats took this thing and they ran away with it.
Yeah.
Specifically, wa Nigeria.
Yeah.
Wa Nigeria walichukua kitu na wakakimbia nayo, and hao ndio wanaonekana like they lead the Africa, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Africa has a lot of diverse genres. That's why Buju might be ignorant. He might not know about these genres. See, we can't blame him. Ajui, yeye anajua Afrobeats because hiyo ndio hao Lami wamechukua na wakai-explode huku. Hiyo ndio muziki ya Africa. So mimi kama Nonini as a Kenyan, I choose to step back, niachie conversation iendelee, because I'm not defined as Afrobeats. Always, you can't take away from Kenya. Kenya has dope musicians. Kenya has musicians who are very conscious, has musicians who are very commercial. But Buju might not know that, because what tumekuwa sold out here that is Africa is Afrobeats. Tuingia amapiano hapa South Africa. Come on, please tell me. Amapiano is feel good music, right? South Africa has some other music other than amapiano.
Yes,
does he even know that? Tuingie Canada, kina Salif Keita, kuna watu wengi, but Buju ajui, because what's been sold out here ni Afrobeats. So mimi na choose to ref West play on.
So mimi hapa point yangu kwa hii story ni, why we assuming that Buju ajui instead of saying that Buju was just addressing Afrobeats in particular yenye amesikia.
Yes.
Right? Kwa sababu the thing is, if you go to Jamaica, the music you're gonna hear in Jamaica, a lot of music everywhere it goes is gonna be Afrobeats or Nigeria, right? And when somebody addresses Afrobeats, for me, in my belief, if you tell me Afrobeats, sikuangi nimeka mapiano kwa Afrobeats, sikuangi nimeka Kenyan music kwa Afrobeats. Mimi kwangu Afrobeats ni ngoma za Nigeria, regardless of what anybody wants to say. If you wanna jump on that bandwagon useme ati ngoma za Kenya ni Afrobeats, ndakucheka, because I don't think we're the same thing. Afrobeats ni yao na
very true.
So in this point of conversations, why don't we just have the conversation of him addressing to that one particular genre, instead of trying to put the whole of Africa so that you can feel bad against what he's saying?
Thank you.
No, unajua,
I'm in agreement with Mika.
I think the problem, hata kwa ile group ya, Nonini hizi group unaingia ukitoka, kuna hii group ya mapromoter, I think kuna vile pia, and I'm not going to say this in a bad way, there's a way in which also the Nigerian fraternity has kind of bullied the industry, like in any, like African event, this is the music that you have to play. If it's an African club, nanini, there's kind of like a subtle bullying that has happened.
Exactly.
That even these DJs who are, like who've been playing, like different kinds of music, they have submitted.
They'll never play anything unless it's their stuff.
They have submitted, and they're like, oh, we only have to agree with what they're saying, when there are so many other genres that have not come out.